Hey everyone, it's Cannibal Cat, and I am here to talk about some things that are probably more serious than what I usually talk about on my channel and the usual stuff I do because I need someone to talk to. And you guys are like my big little family. My big little family, that's a cohesive statement. I just, as you could probably tell by the title of the video, I've been going through some stuff. I don't even really know where to start. I wanted to make this video because I'm so unmotivated to do anything that'll actually be good and fun on my channel that I feel like I need to at least make a video as to why nothing cool is probably gonna go up anytime soon because I'm in a bit of a rut. Also, my iPod, I think I fucked up the mic somehow, so my videos are a little quieter than usual, which also sucks, and there's so many things in my life right now that just don't feel right and just don't feel good, and things are really kind of difficult for me, but I wanted to talk to you guys about like how I've gone through this whole journey, because I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 12. Everything in my life was already horrible at like age 12, 13. I figure, I don't know if I should make separate videos on this stuff, but I lived with my mom and dad up until I was like 13, and when I was 13 I tried to kill myself. I overdosed on sleeping pills and I blacked out for like, that felt like 2 days, but I think it was maybe a few hours, and everything's patchy in my memory. And I basically told the people at the hospital when they were like, "Why did you do this?" I was like, "I don't want to live in my house anymore," because it wasn't a nice place to live in at the time. And I'd already had a history of self-injury and hospitalizations, and that's the reason why I was diagnosed at 12, because most 12-year-olds don't go to mental hospitals unless there's something pretty wrong. So, and then I told the people at the hospital when I overdosed that I didn't want to live there. I got put in a group home, which, if you don't know what a group home is, it's like a campus or like a house. Mine was a campus because it was really big, but sometimes it's just a house filled with kids who don't have a home. It's kind of like a foster home, but tends to be a little bit worse. Foster homes are usually maybe one kid, maybe two, but group homes are a lot more. And at that point in time, my mom and dad split up after I left. This isn't, I think this video is going to be more of like my life story and less like my history of depression, but it all ties in. My dad went to prison, my mom basically disowned me, and for like a year and a half, I had nobody. Just absolutely nobody. And it's still one of the worst times of my life. I cried every day, sobbed my eyes out, every day. It was like the kind of shit you see like Little Orphan Annie, you know? Shit's fucked up. But, and then I went to live with my aunt and uncle when I was 14. I think 14. I went to live with them, and things were kind of better, but the thing is me and my aunt and uncle, we weren't exactly close, and my uncle's like 60, in his 60s, so he never had any kids, so he didn't know how to deal with me. No idea how to deal with me. I didn't feel like I was loved. I didn't feel comfortable in the home, ever. There was not one point in time where I'm like, I'm comfortable living here. I felt like I was on guard all the time, and they spoiled me with physical stuff because they didn't really know how to love me properly, because I wasn't their kid. So it was just really weird living there, and then my dad got out of prison and took me in, and now I'm here. But throughout that entire time, I've been thrown in between different therapists and psychiatrists and psychologists and all of these therapy groups and counseling and different medications, and everything to try and help me deal with my life. And my life isn't bad right now. My life is probably the best it's ever been. And yet I still want to die. I don't enjoy things because about the end of my senior year in high school, I took myself off my medication because I was like, I'm cool, I'm fine, everything's good. And for a while, everything was good. And I kind of just rolled with it because I don't want to rely on a fucking pill for the rest of my life to make me happy. And I hate the idea of that might be something I have to do. I don't want to accept it. I just want to be able to be myself and deal with things the way my mind lets me, but my mind doesn't let me, so I can't. But I took myself off my medication, and then a few months back, I decided I needed to go back on it because I was having really bad anxiety, which I wasn't used to. The anxiety was new. And my depression was bad. So I went back on medication, but it was new medication and it didn't work, and half the reason I took myself off my old medication is because it just felt like a placebo. I didn't actually notice anything different. It just like taking it and it's making me better, but it didn't feel like anything, and I took myself off the new medication. It was Lexapro, and I took myself off it because it made me sleepy, and just I felt like the whole zombie thing they tell you about. That's kind of what I felt like. I felt sleepy and not in touch with anything. I didn't feel anything. And that's what I hate about medication, is that I don't feel like I feel anything anymore. And that just doesn't make me feel human. I don't want to be on medication if I can't have emotions like a regular human. And so here I am. My life is honestly better than it's ever been, but my brain isn't letting me live it happily. And just nothing I do feels good anymore. I don't want to make patches, I don't want to paint, I don't want to draw, I don't want to write, I don't want to play video games, I don't want to do anything. Just nothing strikes me as worth my time, especially life. Just nothing feels good. And you guys are probably watching this video just like, Claire, what is the point? Are you just gonna fucking sob to us? But as much as I'm unhappy right now, and as much as things aren't working out for me, I want to let you guys know that if you're feeling the same way, if you're feeling like you can't get anywhere in life, if you're feeling just disinterested in everything, and life is unbearable because you just want to lay down and die, that you can find people who will help you, and you can find people are out there, and they will help you. As much as I'm sick and tired of this whole genie gig with the fucking doctors and shit, there are so many people who go to doctors and they get on a medication and they're fine with it and it works perfectly for them. And it helps, and you will be helped. So please just don't be quiet about it. If you're feeling horrible, you need to tell someone. If nobody knows what you're feeling, you can't get help. And that's the thing, is so many people don't want to talk about how horrible depression can be because it's not a pleasant topic. People don't want to talk about the bad things in life. And the thing is, depression is so common. It's really not like something that has to be shoved under the rug. Because when you shove it under the rug and you don't talk about it and people don't act like you have it, that's when people die. That's when they kill themselves because they don't feel connected to anybody. The other thing is that when you talk to people a lot of the times, or you tell them how you had a bad day or how you're just not feeling very good lately, they'll ask what's wrong or what happened. What happened? And that's the thing, is that nothing has to happen. There doesn't have to be some sort of like catalyst to feeling horrible when you have depression. There's no flick of the switch that'll make you feel bad. Sometimes you'll have a great day and suddenly you'll just feel horrible and you'll just want to die, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's very hard to understand, and that's why it's so common, but it's still so misunderstood, because if you don't have it, it's hard to help it. It's hard to understand how the mind is working. So just please get help if you feel like me. I've dealt with this for 7 years, so I don't think I'm gonna kill myself anytime soon, but life is really hard right now. But just try out medications, try therapy. As much as don't like to talk about therapy, it'll help you learn yourself and know how to deal with your feelings, and it'll help you out. If you can't afford therapy, if you can't afford a doctor, I know, I, I've been there too, just talk to your friends. If you have a close friend you think will understand you, just talk to them. Let them know what's going on. Let them know, maybe just keep an eye out for me, dude. Like, you just, you have to have the thing is, I've been through so much there, you have to have a system of support to help you out with your life, because sometimes you can't do it on your own. And knowing myself, I hate asking for help. I can't tell you one single time in my life where I've reached out and been like, I need help right now. There's been a couple times, but I'm not the kind of person to want to put people out of their way on my behalf. It's not your fault. It's nothing that is happening is your fault. And that's where I get fucked up, because I blame myself for everything. Because if I was normal, I wouldn't have to burden everyone around me, and I wouldn't have all these all this baggage with me, Maybe if my brain just chemically functioned the way it's supposed to, things wouldn't be happening, but it's not your fault. My mom has depression. She genetically gave it to me, and that's just kind of how it works. It's very genetic, and it is also very environmental. But that's the thing is, even now, like I said, my life is great. I still don't feel good, and just don't blame yourself for what you're feeling, because it's not your fault. If you're doing your best to try and live your life, and you're not laying down and saying, take me, as long as you're still struggling to do your best and be normal, then you're doing everything you can do, because it's not easy. It's hard getting up in the morning, it's hard going to sleep at night, it's hard doing anything at all. It's hard eating. I'm dehydrated all the time because I forget to I don't eat anymore. I go to work and I have a cheese stick all day, and I feel horrible, but I don't take care of myself. Depression will make you an absolute wreck. It will take basically everything from you, and the one thing in my life right now that I'm holding on to with all of my power is my boyfriend, and I feel like I'm draining the life out of him, and I pray to God that I don't, because I've dealt with people before who will drain you, and they will take everything you have unapologetically, and I don't want to be that person. So as long as you're aware of how your illness is affecting those around you, and you're just trying to make it better, that's all you can do. I know it's hard. I know you feel like a burden. I know you feel like one of the most useless human beings on this earth, but you're not, and you can make it through this. If it's a life or death situation, if you really need help, just ask for help, because people will talk to you. And as bad as I feel sometimes, I will always try and help others. I will always put people's feelings above my own, because, if I'm on this earth right now, I might as well do something, Like, I want you guys to be okay, as much as I want myself to be okay. So, I figured I might as well just talk to you guys about what I'm feeling, and hopefully I can get my mind back on track and start making cool videos again, because right now I feel like I That's the thing, is you can't even describe how you feel, because it's just emptiness. Where people are like, write your feelings, or like, write a poem, or do something. There's just nothing there. And it's a real bitch to live with. But things get better, and I know things won't always be this way. This is just a bad patch in my life, and things will get better. So, I have the little smidgen of hope that I have. I think that you guys can have it too. On a different note, unrelated to this video, I'm working. I have a job, which is, that's the thing. It's like, yo, man, things are good in your life right now. It's like, nothing feels good. But I'm working, I'm making money, I'm feeling professional. I just, things are good. I'm trying to find good things to talk about, but it's really hard. So please just kind of bear with me while I get through this. I'm sorry if I am not posting a bunch on social media, or my social media posts are depressing, because I'm just trying to get through it, I don't really have close friends that are close. Like, I can't go over to friends and cry on their shoulder, because I don't have any that are close to me. It's all very difficult right now, but use what you have to get through your life. If you have a brother or sister, if you have a close friend, anyone you can go to, if you're comfortable talking to your mom or dad, if you think they'll understand you, talk to them. Just take care of yourself. Nurture yourself back to health, because that's what I gotta do. I did my makeup today, and I'm like, I feel kind of better. A little bit. Looks pretty good. I like it. So just do your best, guys. I love you. I love you so much. I'm so thankful that I have people that I can just kind of talk to, just like this, about whatever. And hopefully, I'm gonna make more videos, because there's 7 million different sides to the story that I just told you. There's so many different aspects that need to be talked about and need to be discussed too, not just the depression part. But yeah, I love you guys so much. If you want, you could subscribe to my channel. I can't, the fucking irony in that, like, let me just talk about the super serious life shit. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hate it. But you can subscribe to my channel if you want. And if you want to follow me on all of my other social medias, on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Snapchat, I'm at CannibalCatX. One word. That was the most bullshitty thing I've ever had to do. That sounds so fucking stupid. Anyway. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for always just existing and making me feel like I have a couple hundred friends who will listen to me. I love you guys so much. Please take care of yourselves. If you're feeling like me, don't be afraid to reach out. There's so many people who will help you. So I love you guys. Bye.